and welcome to the captain's meeting for our very first NorCal Havoc event in 2016. We're super excited because this year we are making tagged paintball in Hollister, California, our home field. So they've got new turf, new bunkers, and a great attitude, and we're super excited to be heading up that way and meeting all the great teams that are out there. Alright, so if this is your first time playing an AFPL event, welcome. This is the captain's meeting. We do it on video. You should probably pay attention because we do things a little differently from other tournaments that you may have participated in. And if this is your first tournament ever, congratulations. We're excited for you, and we're super happy and humbled that you have chosen the AFPL as your first tournament. So let us go over a few details. Alright, so let's start with registration. If you have not registered or rostered all of the players that will be participating in this event, please do so immediately. This is the captain's meeting, which means that we are only a few days away from the event. So please make sure that you have all your players up. And if you have not submitted their pictures to APPA, please go ahead and email those photos to us directly at info@playafpl.com, because if you wait for APPA, there's a waiting period and they have to approve them. There's a delay. So the fastest way to get them to us so that we'll have an ID card ready for you this weekend will be just to go ahead and email us. When you email us, be sure to include your name and the team that you are playing on, as well as the event that you will be playing. All right, so those three things. If you can do that, that would be great. That would expedite the registration process on the morning of the event. So AFPL does require ID cards for players. Staff and coaches do not require ID cards. But ID cards at the event are $30. I believe if you try to get them through APPA at this point, it's also going to be $30. It's cash only at the event. So if you need to pay with card, please be sure to pay for it on APPA. So $30, cash only. Please email us your pictures if you haven't already done so. And if you have any questions about the ID cards, please feel free to hit us up on Facebook or info@playafpl.com. These ID cards, it's a one-time annual fee. And it will get you into every AFPL event, and we have 11 events throughout the year and counting, so it is a good value. On the day of the tournament, your team captain should come to the registration desk, which is the registration tent, and should pick up a registration packet. In that packet, there will be waivers, and there will be the sign-in sheet, which will contain your rostered players. So have everybody fill out waivers, fill out the sign-in sheet, and then turn that in when it is mostly complete. So if you are playing a 5-man event, then you should have at least 5 signatures on that. If you're playing the red zone 3-man, you should have 3, at least. If it makes things move a lot faster if the majority of the players have already shown up and all the paperwork is filled out. Or if you're super cool, you have everybody that you need, and everything is filled out, and you just hand it all to me in the lovely envelope that you get. Please do not bring me loose sheets of paper. Bring me your entire envelope, your whole packet. I want everything. I want the envelope that I gave you. That is a loaner. I give it to you, you give it back to me because I am loaning it to you. All right? If you have any questions about that on the morning of, I will be sitting there waiting for your questions, comments, feedback, etc. So let's talk a little bit about gameplay. And I'm talking to all teams, but specifically to D5 teams, especially if this is your first event, you want to pay attention to this. At the AFPL, we do back-to-back points, which means that if we're doing a race to 2, or if you're doing race to 2, then you'll finish up a point, and then you'll have a minute and a half to switch sides, because we switch sides between points, and then you will play that next point. So there is no play 1 point, get off the field, then jump in, and then another team jumps in, and you guys get a little break. No, we go back to back. So you're completing your entire match. All right. So again, back to back points. You switch sides after every point. and it's 13 balls per second. PSP ramping 300 feet per second. There is no sideline coaching for race 2. However, with Red Zone, there is one coach allowed on the field. So Red Zone can have a coach, but for race 2, there is no sideline coaching. Oh, and also in Red Zone, you don't switch sides. So our ultimate ref is David Diaz. He is ref for over 10 years, PSP, MPPL, NXL. He's a great guy. He's very fair and firm, and he knows his stuff. So if you have any issues with any calls, you can talk to him about it. But please take your issues off the field. We don't want to waste any time. We have a lot of games to get through, and we just don't want to delay the game. We want to keep things moving. That's one of the things that we pride ourselves with at the AFPL, is we constantly keep things moving. So teams, you have to be ready, because once a match finishes, the following match, the teams have 2 minutes to get on the field before the match game before the match clock begins. Let's talk a little bit about the lovely field that will be hosting this event. Tag Paintball is a family-friendly environment. As such, that means that they are very strict about drugs and alcohol. And this should go, we should not even have to say this, but we will say it anyway. No drugs, no alcohol. It's a liability for the field. It's a liability for the players. So let's keep it clean, and everybody will be happy. We are guests at Tag Paintball, and so let us do a solid for the field and clean up after ourselves. All right. Please pick up your messes. The field thanks you. Mother Nature thanks you. We all want to give off that impression that paintball players are well-mannered and upstanding citizens. AFPL events are field paint only. We will have 2 different grades of paint, $35 and $45, courtesy of Risen. They are making a special blend for this event, so if you decide to bring in your own paint, we will find you. You will get busted. It'll suck. So don't do that and just stick to field paint only. Also, we will have limited quantities of the $35 paint and the $45 paint. So if budget is an issue and you guys are strapped for cash, please make sure that you buy your paint, all of your paint at the beginning, because there is a possibility that the $35 grade may run out. So buy all of your paint, even though we'll be selling paint all day. I'll be there all day. You'll buy the paint from me. I will give you a little receipt. You'll give it to the paint truck, and you'll pick up your paint from there. We do use the PSP rulebook for the Race 2 format. Any other questions, please contact us at info@playafpl.com or on Facebook at PlayAFPL. We look forward to seeing you there. It's going to be great. We're going to have such an awesome time. Our first time at Tag Paintball. I'm excited. I've never been there, but I've heard really great things. And get those pictures sent to us, and we will bust out your ID cards. It'll be glorious. All right, guys. We look forward to hanging out with you. Thank you so much for choosing the AFPL for your tournament this weekend. We know that there are other tournaments going on, and we're super happy that you've decided to spend your weekend with us. All right, see you in Hollister.